Over 1 million people were experiencing homelessness in the U.S., a record high since data collection began in 2007. This number represents a 19% increase from the previous year. This translates to roughly 1 in every 331 Americans living without a permanent home. Explore top 10 most homeless cities in America. 10. Honolulu, Hawaii. According to the 2023 point-in-time count, 9,028 people were experiencing homelessness on Oahu, a 2% increase from the previous year. This translates to roughly 1 in every 105 residents. The unsheltered population, those living on the streets, in parks, or in cars, saw a more significant increase of 13%, highlighting the lack of adequate shelter options. Honolulu boasts some of the highest housing costs in the nation. Honolulu's median home price surpassed $1 million in 2023, far exceeding wages and pushing vulnerable residents out of the housing market. The number of homeless families with children has also risen alarmingly, raising concerns about the long-term impact on these vulnerable individuals. 9. Portland, Oregon. Portland, Oregon, has long grappled with homelessness, but in recent years, the issue has reached a critical point. Between 2020 and 2022, Oregon saw one of the nation's highest increases in homelessness, with the number jumping by 23% to nearly 18,000 people. The number of homeless families with children in Oregon surged by 27% during the same period, a particularly concerning trend. The homeless population in Portland is also aging, with the number of individuals over 55 experiencing homelessness increasing by 23% between 2013 and 2015. This shift presents unique challenges in terms of housing and support services. A major driver of homelessness is Portland's skyrocketing housing costs. The city's median rent has doubled in the past decade, far outpacing wage growth, leaving many unable to afford secure housing. 8. San Diego, California. San Diego, a city known for its sunny beaches and laid-back lifestyle, grapples with a harsh reality: a growing homelessness crisis. The number of people experiencing homelessness in the region has steadily increased in recent years. Over 20,000 individuals were counted as homeless in San Diego County in 2023, a 14% increase from the previous year. This translates to roughly 1 in every 100 San Diegans experiencing homelessness. San Diego's median home price surpasses $800,000, far outpacing wage growth, pushing vulnerable populations to the brink. The gap between minimum wage and the cost of rent leaves many struggling to secure stable housing. 7. Seattle, Washington. According to the 2022 point-in-time count, over 27,620 individuals were living unsheltered in Seattle, a 38% increase from 2020. Tragically, 2022 saw a record 910 homeless deaths, a 59% increase from 2018. These numbers paint a grim picture of the human cost of homelessness. Seattle's booming tech industry has driven housing costs to astronomical levels, pushing low-income residents and vulnerable populations to the brink. The median rent in Seattle is over $2,200 per month, far exceeding the minimum wage. The rise in homelessness has led to the proliferation of encampments in parks, under bridges, and on sidewalks. These temporary communities, while providing some semblance of support, often lack basic sanitation, safety, and resources. 6. Las Vegas, Nevada. Las Vegas' homeless crisis is not new, but it has reached alarming proportions in recent times. The official 2023 count revealed a staggering 26,519 homeless individuals in Las Vegas, a 14% increase from 2022. This translates to roughly 1 in every 91 residents experiencing homelessness. Experts believe the actual figure might be significantly higher, with estimates suggesting an additional 2,500 people living in Las Vegas' extensive network of tunnels and washes. These hidden realities paint a bleaker picture of the crisis's scope. The rise of family homelessness is particularly concerning, with children especially vulnerable to the negative impacts of living on the streets. 5. Denver, Colorado. Denver's homeless population has surged in recent years. The 2023 point-in-time count revealed a 21.7% increase compared to 2022. with over 29,000 individuals experiencing homelessness. This translates to nearly 12 times the rate of the city's overall population growth. The situation is particularly alarming for those living on the streets. The unsheltered population has more than doubled since 2016, now accounting for over 27% of the total homeless individuals. Families experiencing homelessness are amongst the most vulnerable. The number of homeless families with children has skyrocketed by 120% in just 1 year, highlighting the crisis's devastating impact on future generations. 4. Dallas, Texas. The 2023 point-in-time count identified 24,244 individuals experiencing homelessness in Dallas, down from 30,570 in 2021. However, this decrease masks the growing concern for the chronically homeless population, which nearly doubled during the pandemic, reaching over 2,000 individuals. Disproportionately affecting Black and African American communities. Over 54% of the homeless population in Dallas belongs to these demographics, despite constituting only 24% of the total population. Additionally, veterans and individuals with chronic health conditions are significantly overrepresented. 3. San Jose, California. San Jose, California, the heart of Silicon Valley, grapples with a stark contrast: a booming tech industry and a growing homelessness crisis. The 2023 point-in-time count revealed 36,340 people experiencing homelessness in San Jose, with 75% living unsheltered in tents, vehicles, or makeshift structures. A worrying trend is the rise in chronic homelessness, with over 3,900 individuals stuck in this situation for more than a year. The crisis impacts families disproportionately, with a 36.5% increase in homeless families counted in 2023. Hundreds of unhoused youth further magnify the challenge. San Jose is one of the most expensive cities in the U.S., with median home prices exceeding $1 million. This makes finding affordable housing nearly impossible for low-income individuals and families. 2. New York City, New York. New York City, the city that never sleeps, harbors a harsh reality beneath its glittering facade: a burgeoning homeless crisis. Over 100,000 individuals experience homelessness in New York City on any given night, a figure that has doubled in the past year due to the influx of migrants seeking asylum. Families with children constitute a significant portion, with over 32,000 homeless children in the city's shelter system. The primary driver of homelessness in New York City is the lack of affordable housing options. New York City boasts some of the highest rents in the nation, far exceeding the minimum wage, making it virtually impossible for many residents to afford secure housing. 1. Los Angeles, California. Los Angeles, a city synonymous with sunshine, glamour, and opportunity, also grapples with a persistent and complex issue: homelessness. The crisis, reaching its peak in 2023, paints a stark contrast to the city's vibrant image, demanding urgent attention and innovative solutions. As of 2023, an estimated 105,518 people experience homelessness in Los Angeles County, a 9% increase from the previous year. This number represents nearly a quarter of California's total homeless population. 14.2% of Angelenos live below the federal poverty line. This translates to over 1.4 million residents, including 419,000 children, struggling to make ends meet. The poverty rate is even higher for certain communities, with 56% of Native Americans, 56% of Latinx, 46% of Black, and 32% of AAPI households struggling to meet basic needs.